me. I love it already.
Royce, I'm Gerald Bourget. Welcome to the Valley. Just wanted to get your thoughts when you heard about the trade. Where were you, and what was kind of your instant reaction?
I was actually at home playing Call of Duty. I was excited, hear about it, as the days lead up and time leads up. And then we know when it kind of happens, it's like a surreal feeling. But, just opportunity and, excitement and, playing, with guys I used to play with and, new guys. And I'm excited to be here.
As a playoff-tested veteran, when you look at this team, where do you feel like you can contribute and what you feel like you can bring to the team?
Little things, all the intangibles, be the dirty work player, knock down open shots, try to make my teammates better any way I can, and, learn from them every way. Take us as far as we can.
You're reunited with Kevin Durant and obviously going to get to play with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. Just your impressions of being able to fit in with those guys.
Real well. Playing with KD last year, playing with Grayson in Utah, and then, taking the challenge in Garden Book and, Brad, playing against them. But, just to learn from those guys every day, try to get myself better, pick up, all the little things I can from them, and then just grow every day.
Royce, I'm Kellen Olson. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Valley. With your experience in Utah and Brooklyn, how much does that help you for a role like this where you don't know how many shots you're going to take, but you're going to maximize your role?
It prepared me a lot. From first moment I played in Utah, not getting any shots to, shooting 10 threes, 12 threes this year. Just expanding my game, being unselfish and, just being a great team player.
How much is passing a part of your game?
I'd rather get an assist than a bucket, to be honest. So, got a lot of guys in this team that can score. So, scoring myself, but then, just being a playmaker, whenever I'm needed, getting these guys involved and winning as many games we can.
Did you see the game last night?
Oh, yeah, I watched it.
So you saw that ball moving, you were like...
Oh, for sure. I said I'm going to fit right in, so I'm not worried about it.
Dirty work sort of connotes defense, too. What do you take pride in that? How do you...
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why I started my career, playing defense. And then just every year taking a challenge of guarding the best player on the other team, learning. And then, I like playing defense. I thrive off that. So,
Royce, you use the ball fake a lot. Can you just talk about that and how that kind of affects defenses and stuff?
For sure. That's my little special talent. It gives me a lot of open threes and, drives, for my teammates. But, learning every day, taking skills from guys that I can incorporate into my game. So,
yeah, I'm Dana Scott. Welcome to the Valley again. But I was wondering, grew up in Texas. Obviously, Kevin went there for his one and done year. What's it like? I know you just talked about playing with him in Brooklyn, but what's it like growing up seeing a guy that you finally playing with again here in Phoenix?
Yeah, a lot. Just follow his whole career, from high school and college. I grew up in Killeen, which is right by Austin. So, and then going to camps, close by. Just the opportunity and, luxury to play with him again. He told me we was going to be teammates again after he left, so here we are.
Royce, what were just your biggest impressions of this Suns team from afar at the start of the season and now being able to join, knowing that you're going to be able to make an impact?
I think, the character guys they got, the way they play, it's a different style. Guys, guarding different positions, playing the right way. So I think, I fit right into that. I'm just excited to be that extra piece that we got.
Talking about guarding different positions, looking at your defensive film, you have a tendency to be able to stonewall guys when they're trying to drive on you. How much pride do you take in being able to play up a position and guard guys bigger than normal?
I take a lot of pride in it. Just taking the challenge every night. Guarding 1 through 5, wherever I got to. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to just do me.
You got those quick hands as well on some of those swipes. When did you kind of develop that as part of your defensive game?
I'll probably say, just throughout the years, knowing guys' tendencies, trying to beat them to spots, react quicker than them. So I think I use that to my advantage and then try to get as many steals and blocks that I can.
You're banged against a lot of the Western Conference guys for while you're in Utah. What's your evaluation of what the West looks like and what it's going to take?
It's talented all around. You see the, standings that, is going on right now. games, really close teams, right there next to each other. So I think, night in and night out, just bringing it and, playing the right way.
Playing with LeBron and those kind of guys, you kind of embrace that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, it's the NBA. Why wouldn't you love embracing that?
Royce, are you making your debut tomorrow?
I mean, I think that's the plan. It's first day, so, whatever I got to do, play tomorrow. If I played today, if I could have got here yesterday, I would have played. But, just, whenever I'm called, step up and be ready.
How much did kind of playing international ball and having to earn your contract in the summer league shape how you play on the floor today?
I mean, it meant a lot. I mean, it was like, one of the setting stones, bringing that overseas international game, here, learning, more team concepts and different rules and incorporate to like the game that I have now.
You played with a prominent rim protector, Rudy, over in Utah. Then you went over to Brooklyn. You're playing with a guy like Nick, who's kind of more fits a small ball type of style with his versatility. So even though he's a 7-footer, but you come here and he's the guys that kind of has more of a small ball feel. Do you feel like that fits more your style of play, or does you adapt more to maybe something where you have a guy like Rudy or the other big that's like that in the middle?
I mean, I think I just adapt either way. I mean, any lineup, small ball, tall, I think that's just the versatility, I'm able to bring and, that the team also has. So.
From your experience, how tough a guard are Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and what's it going to be like to be teammates with them now?
I mean, I'm just glad I ain't got to guard them no more. But, I mean, just, seeing the way their game evolved over the years, and then now be able to learn from them. I mean, being cool with them, throughout the time in the NBA, and now be able to teammates and learn more about it.
Speaking of Book, when you were in Utah, you guys had your fair share of battles. There was a lot of chirping both ways. Just that's the type of competitive fire you want out of a teammate, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that means he's going to go to bat for you. You're going to go to bat for him. I mean, being one of the leaders on the team, want to step up for him and, be there, have his back.
Grayson's had a great year here. How have you seen him grow as a player since Utah to now?
A lot. I mean, just maturing and, the way his game is taking off. I mean, he's, number one in three-point in the NBA right now. So, I mean, that explains a lot. And, just being proud of the way his journey is taking him.
What are some of the early conversations? What have they been like with players here?
I mean, just normal. We ain't got too much into it, so.
And I know you talked about how you're playing Call of Duty with Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant. Devin Booker like to play some, so how much are you looking for?
Right. Yeah, we played a couple times before, so I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So,
Who's best on the sticks?
I mean, I heard Book was really good. I haven't really played with him yet, so we're gonna see. Play with KD and Brad a little bit. So
another off-the-court
Book
question.
tries to be low-key about it, but watch out. He's he's something.
I know.
Yeah.
Another off-the-court question I have is, what exactly is the life adjustment like for you coming all the way from Brooklyn, to Phoenix? Obviously, you just came within the past 2 years from Utah. So, what's that like for you and your family?
I mean, luckily I'm by myself. Got my dog. I think he was more in Texas. I think he's gonna be back with me. But I mean, just the adjustment. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, I kind of been traveling and going from overseas to the NBA, so it's not really a big adjustment for me. Either way, I'm gonna fit in.
Were you surprised at the trade? Were you expecting it, or was it something that came out of the blue?
I mean, I was definitely surprised. I mean, you hear about it, but you don't never know what's gonna happen. And then as the time got closer and closer, started realizing it's gonna be more real, and then it happened. So,
How'd you find out?
my agent called me, and then tweets. So,
Any conversations you have with Frank and how he sees it?
yeah, I mean, he called me right after the trade happened. Talked a little bit. He told me I'm gonna fit in really well. One of the pieces that is missing on this team, and he's excited to coach me. I'm excited to be here.
Kev was saying he's excited not just to have you as a teammate again, but as a human being. So, what's one thing you would like Suns fans to know about who Royce O'Neale is?
I mean, Royce O'Neale, he's gonna bring it every day with his own swag and cool coolest guy y'all might meet.
Thank you, Royce.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to the Valley.